Trump and China just caused a market crash that none of you could have predicted. In these markets, you have to be prepared for the unexpected, which is why I'm giving you guys the whole truth about what's going on in the markets, rather than just the headlines that are meant to mislead everyone, including you, amazing people. So let's discuss it. What's happening and what's causing the markets to decline? What is causing XRP to go down? Solana is down. Why? Why, despite good news, is almost every major cryptocurrency down? On the surface, this appears to be totally illogical and nonsensical, but as you dig deeper, you begin to see why this is occurring and how it is entirely systemic and intentional. Very fast, too. I want to let you know that my partner exchange, BTC, is presently holding a 50 deposit bonus draw. Additionally, all USDT deposits for all of my current users who have registered on the exchange, as well as all of you new guys who are joining, are eligible. I'll go into further detail about that later. President Trump has stated that his meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping was fantastic and that many choices were taken. Therefore, be sure to keep an eye on how you may benefit from that. And if you haven't already, join the world's greatest cryptocurrency trading community. Now, what in the world is he discussing? Correct. These were decisions of what kind? What's happening? Let's examine it in more detail. A one-year trade agreement on rare earth and vital minerals has been negotiated between the United States and China, according to President Trump. The U.S. is lowering its tariffs on China in exchange, and the one-year deal will be renegotiated year. To put it another way, it appears that we will be able to predict U.S.-China tariffs for the upcoming year. That's incredible. Investors were searching for precisely this. Everyone craved certainty like this. As of right now, we are aware of the tariffs and how they will stay the same for the upcoming year. What gives then? However, institutions also play a significant role in this. At the moment, institutions are taking advantage of market manipulation. Because of one piece of news that we will discuss shortly, they are currently attempting to increase market anxiety in order to have you panic sell, become impatient, and make poor decisions. Which, let's face it, many of you will make poor decisions based on what they are doing here, so that they can, once again, get another really amazing entry before a lot of what they are working on comes to fruition. One of such is that in 2026, JP Morgan plans to introduce a tokenization platform for investment funds. Platform for tokenizing keywords. In what location will this be held? There are several possible blockchains, including Solana, XRP, and Ethereum. The three that it might be are those three. It makes no difference whether one it is Ethereum, XRP, Solana, or any other, because this will make cryptocurrency more widely accepted and people will be using it for transactions without even realizing it. Trillions of dollars will effortlessly flow through blockchain technology if someone like JP Morgan takes this action, and all boats will rise. We've seen what happens when Ethereum gains traction after all. What occurs when XRP climbs has already been observed. When Solana rises, we've seen what occurs. Everyone in the space will have a lot more opportunities as a result of this since everyone rises and reaches new heights together. Due to their enormous escrow, this will allow Ripple access to a lot more money, which they will use to buy additional companies and simply keep destroying their rivals. XRP wins in this way. In the cryptocurrency market, this is how everyone benefits, and it is taking place. Consider this from the standpoint of JP Morgan. Since your business is publicly traded, you are forced to publicly announce your prospective future actions in order to satisfy your shareholders. Does that make sense? You must disclose your actions to the public. You must be discussing it. You're now openly announcing that you're developing a tokenization platform, which you know will surely be driving the cryptocurrency markets in a way that has never been seen before. To take advantage of this when it occurs in 2026, you will want to make the greatest entry now. Naturally, you want to get in as early as possible before all of the banks begin to offer crypto custodial services and before all of the new ETFs for all of the altcoins are introduced. You aren't a fool. The investment markets are where you are. You spend every day working in the investment markets. You are aware of the implications for cryptocurrencies. What is the simplest course of action in this situation? Okay, you chat with a few of your pals who work for large news media companies, and you make a few negative remarks about them. When you cause panic selling, you may contribute to the panic selling by selling off some of your own ETFs. From there, things can get out of control. Yes, retail investors are suffering. In the last 60 minutes alone, the cryptocurrency market has liquidated over $100 million. People continue to be liquidated. People continue to take ridiculously foolish long-term leverage positions. Indeed, this is recognized by the institutions. The liquidation locations are visible to them. Everything here is open to the public. This information is quite easy to see. And that is what they are exploiting. They have a better chance to buy the dip because they are liquidating these idiots, which is making the price action drop even more quickly. I'm purchasing the dip because of this. What are you people doing? I want to know. Do you intend to purchase the dip? Tell me in the comments below. Now, this one piece right here is mostly to blame for the news that is making folks anxious, bearish, and genuinely frightened. You would assume that Donald Trump is referring to the specific kind of weapon and discussing its testing when he uses the N-word, but it's actually the N-U-C-L-E-A-R word. What would motivate the United States to test this weapon? Trump claims that in order to remain competitive with China and Russia, they wish to test this weapon. All right, yes, that is a logical point. They are putting their weaponry to the test. What's the point of testing ours? He is essentially saying that. People then think, oh, well, this might mean WW3, the big three that everyone talks about, after seeing this. This may indicate that this is what is about to happen. But let's consider this rationally, This is explained quite well by this meme. War by the dip occurs when stocks plummet owing to the threat of the N-word. You will make money if the end war does not occur. Very easy. You won't need the money if the final war occurs. That's how easy it is. In that case, the world will truly blow up, thus the money won't even matter. Correct? In other words, I'm taking a risk here. Listen, it is what it is if that occurs. If not, then... Listen, we have an opportunity to purchase the dip that is actually the situation. Fear causes illogical decisions, and that's exactly what people are doing today, guys. That's how financial markets operate. Just take a look at these charts, which show that XRP has dropped 6.7%. We can see a lot of red on the day, down 6.7%. But here's the thing, folks. We're going to bottom out eventually, whether that be at 246 or 226. Yes, the last 15-minute candles over the course of this day have been appalling to say the least, because every time we decline, I will purchase heavier, and I will purchase all of those dips. That's the same reason I always keep money on hand, whether it's in my immediate balance or futures. This is due to circumstances such as these. In futures, when the markets are a little bit over the bot and a little bit frothy, as we call it, a little bit has fallen over the edges because, to be honest, people are getting a little bit too excited right now. You always want to have money ready to buy these dips, and you always want to have the chance to maybe offload your position a little bit. Okay, folks, the link to join my community and to accomplish that is below the BTCC link. Simply adhere to the detailed instructions on my website, levi.crypto.crusaders.com. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you all shortly. Much affection. I appreciate you watching. Goodbye.